Did I sign up for a last minute market? Yes, I did. Good morning, you guys, and welcome to yet another market vlog. I have been doing quite a few markets lately. I've been kind of loving it. Today is currently Wednesday. It is 10:30 a.m. and I literally signed up last night for a market that is on this Sunday. I was honestly thinking of doing the same market next weekend, but I learned that this coming Monday is a public holiday. So I thought with that, plus children are off school, what's that called? Children holidays, school holidays. School holidays is now happening as well. So I thought with the two combined, Old Bus Depot markets may actually be busy this weekend. If you don't know, I used to do Old Bus Depot markets quite regularly, but they kind of went through some changes recently and it felt very hit or miss on what the turnout was like. So I haven't done it since January of this year, but things seem to be settling down there a bit at the moment. So I thought, hey, I don't have a market now until Geek Markets, which is at the end of November, and I really have quite a bit of stock left. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a go, shall we? I do plan on going through my inventory and making a list of things that I need to get done before Sunday, but I thought I would show you what I have been making the last couple of days to restock some items. I knew of some items that I needed to restock after my Planty Peeps market, so I was just in the crochet mood and thought that I would make them the other day, which are some little whale keychains. I completely sold out of these guys, I think. So I made two, no I didn't, I made three in this light blue color. And then I also made three in this mix of purple, green, and blue color, which actually used the last of this colorway, so that was super exciting as well. I did also take navy blue whales to my last market and they did really well, but I don't know if I'll make them for this one because I already have 6 whales and that's quite a few whales, you know? But we'll see how I go. I also don't usually use these key chains, but I honestly bought a bunch of hand sanitizer from Kmart the other day and they come on these little key ring bag charm things. And I thought I'm never gonna use them. So I thought I would repurpose them for my whales. And I think they match really, really cute. You know, why not? Repurposing, not throwing away. The other thing I worked on yesterday and absolutely pumped out was loaf kittens. I made this loaf kitten. It was pretty well completely done. I made the whole body and stuffed it for Gamma markets, and then I realized that I didn't bring any embroidery yarn, so I just stopped and gave up on it. It had been sitting on my shelf as a whip for the last few weeks, so I completely finished him and he is all done and ready to go. And then I also made a white and chocolate kitten, a white and tan kitten. We have this black and white kitten, which is using this Banat Whimsical yarn in black and gray. It is so, so pretty. And then I also made 2 little ginger cats with white little socks. Look how cute they are. I love this colorway so, so much. That brings our overall total of loaf kitties to 7, I believe. I do think I have a full tan colored one still in my stock from the last market, which I did end up pricing a little bit higher because he was quite a bit bigger than these guys, but I don't know. I'll reevaluate. I may just put it in as $25 with the rest of them just to keep everything nice and simple, but we will see. I also ended up designing a free pattern that I have over on my Instagram, which is this little puppy pattern. This guy is completely no-sew and he takes like 20 less than minutes to make. So I made this one, which reminds me of like a little golden retriever. And then I also made a little chocolate and a little white puppy, which are so cute all together. I love them so, so much. That is everything that I have been crocheting over the last couple of days. I now want to go through my inventory so that I can write up what I really need to make to restock for this market. From memory, I do believe I have around 100 plushies in my stock still. So so there isn't a real urgency to restock many things. I just want to make sure the plushies I only have like 1 or 2 of, that I have at least 3 or 4, you know. I'm pretty sure I only have 1 bee left, so I definitely want to make, you know, maybe 3 bees to just fill up that little rack, you know? That is next on my to-do list, but I then need to edit for this week's vlog, so I don't know how much I'm going to crochet today, but I do definitely want to make 3 more kittens, I believe, and maybe 1 more puppy. I don't know. We'll see how we go. I just finished editing my vlog and I am now trying to figure out what I want to crochet for the rest of the night. I do have this going on because my wrist is just starting to randomly hurt. So I thought, why not put it on just in case? But I really, really want to try out this Lions brand yarn that I got the other day. This was in, I think, my last crochet vlog that I bought this, and I really, really want to try it out. I am very curious how big plushies are going to come out in this, because to me it feels pretty thin for a blanket yarn. I haven't done my inventory yet, but I did say that I wanted to make 3 more loaf kitties, and I think in this really pretty pink color they would be so nice. I don't know whether I'm going to do just this color or if I'm going to do the white spotted face and then this for the rest of the body like I did for the orange and the black cat. I'm kind of interested to see how it works up just as is, and then sort of go from there. If I want to make another one with a white face, I might, or if I like how it turns out, I might just keep doing that. But I think that's what I'm going to work on tonight. I also did get an exciting package just delivered literally just then, and it is supplies to make stitch markers. I have never really thought about making stitch markers until my last market, my convention at Gamma. I have met so many other crocheters, even not just vendors, but people just visiting my stall. And it got me thinking that obviously they're not going to buy a plushie that they can go home and make themselves. So I really wanted to start taking some things that crocheters use. And one of those things I thought were my safety eyes, which I may think about taking. I just don't know how to transport them safely and also display them, but that is another idea I have. But I thought safety keychains. I did think that stitch markers would be a cute addition as well. So they literally just got here. So I do think I'm going to play around with these tonight, and I might make a few because I have my market on Sunday, and it could be really cool to take some and actually see how they go. I literally have so many little things to attach to these stitch markers. I went a little bit ham. A lot of them were just because I liked them and I was like, oh my gosh, I can make my own stitch markers. How exciting. I'll show you a few of my favorites. I love these little dogs that are in here. I love these little geese with the little knife that is actually part of a game. Let's don't sue me. These little cats in little cups. We have little otters that are so, so cute. We have monsteras, obsessed, it's just like a bunch of Monties. We have some Pokemon charms. There are cool like snakes with plants. I did get some watermelon charms, but they have turned out massive, and I sadly don't think they're going to work on a stitch marker. I'm not entirely sure what to make with them. I might end up just trying to make like bag charms or something like that. I don't know, but they're very cute. These chickens are also on the bigger side, but I think they will still work. I got some sardines because they were just funny, honestly. I just found them funny. I obviously know nothing about stitch markers or even how to make them, but I'm excited to give them a go. I think it could be really fun. That is my plan tonight. I don't know if I'll do the stitch markers tonight or if I might do that tomorrow, but I am definitely very, very keen to give this a go. Good morning. It is now like 11:30 on Thursday morning, and I wanted to show you what I made last night. I ended up making 2 loaf kitties in the bubblegum yarn, which is so, so pretty. It turned out so well. I did talk about possibly doing a white spot for the face, but I think the white throughout the yarn breaks it up enough that it looks really, really good just as the yarn is. And then I went ahead and I made 2 more loaf kitties in this rainbow color. This color I knew I definitely wanted to do the white spot just to break up all of the rainbow. I thought it might be a little bit too much if I didn't. And I'm super happy with how they turned out. I think they look so cute. They do have that weird little brown spot between the blue and the orange. Where can I find one? Sort of like this little brown spot here and there where the colors change, but I still think it's really cute and you wouldn't really notice it if you weren't like me and you were looking for it. That brings our total to 11 loaf kitties, so I am very happy with leaving it there. I did just go through my inventory and figure out what I need to restock by Sunday, so I do have quite a bit to do. I have around 23 plushies that I want to restock, and then I have another 5 extras that I really want to make. The things I desperately need to restock are going to be bees, axolotls, pigeons, Totoros. I only have 1 Totoro left, and I only have 2 dragons. They are the things that are like top of my priority list. I am running low on keychains, so I've thrown in 6 different keychains that I would love to, you know, add to the collection to give some variety. And then at the very bottom of the list will be sort of Halloween themed plushies that I thought would be really fun to bring, but they aren't, you know, super important. But I really do hope I have the time to make them, because I think it would be really fun to do some spooky themed little plushies. However, I think I am going to tackle the pigeons first. I have 1 pigeon left over, so I'm going to aim to make 2 of them at the very least. And then I did add the cockatoo and the mallard that I also took to my last markets that were the same pattern but just in those birds. I do have them to restock as well because I have none. That is what I'm going to be restocking next. However, it is almost lunchtime and your girl is starting to get a little bit peckish, so I might eat lunch first and then I'm going to get on to making these birds. It is now like 6:30 p.m. the same day, and I did get a little bit done, which was these 2 little pigeons. How cute are they? That brings our total to 3 pigeons altogether, which is where I'm going to leave it for all of the birds and actually probably most things that I'm making. Super happy with them, but then my hand started to swell. I don't know if you can see it, but my knuckles just started to go a little bit wonky. I made those 2 and then clearly my hand started to swell. It was actually really cold today for no reason whatsoever. We are now in October, middle of spring, and it is still so cold. What's going on? But I still wanted to do something, so I ended up making all of these stitch markers. I believe I mentioned in this vlog me wanting to make stitch markers because I do come across quite a few crocheters, so I thought that this would be the perfect time to, whilst my hands aren't cooperating with crochet. I won't go through all of the different stitch markers I have right now. We will go through it when I talk about my inventory a bit later in this video, but I wanted to show you at least one, and that is this little ghost. How perfect is he for Halloween? I have quite a few different types of stitch markers. I only pretty well put in 2 of each type, but yeah, there's quite a few in here. I still need to think of a way to display them. I honestly have no idea. I'm thinking of using my cardboard that I use for my eyes, maybe laminating it and punching some holes in it and then sticking it to my pegboard. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to have to play around with it. For the rest of the night, I honestly don't know if I will crochet. My hand is like itchy and swelling, so I might give tonight a break. I'm going to see how I am feeling tomorrow morning. I'm really hoping that this goes down. I'm going to keep this glove on and just take some meds and hope and pray and fingers crossed that it will feel better in the morning. Well, I spent my morning getting swooped by a magpie. How are you guys doing? First things first is that we have some safety eyes that I want to talk about, and the first order is from Lily. Lily grabbed a pair of 30mm hibiscus and 25mm pair and a pair of 25mm midnight, 1 25mm pair of night fury and 2 25mm pairs in light fury. And last but not least, one pair of 30mm orchid and one pair of 25mm orchid. The next order comes from Sam, and Sam grabbed a pair of 30mm Squirtle, 25mm Midnight and 25mm Hibiscus. Thank you both so much for your orders. I cannot wait to see what you make with these eyes. Last night I tried to crochet. I ended up making those stitch markers, and then at around 9 p.m. I tried to crochet, and this is as far as we got. This is a cockatoo. I just haven't surface crocheted on the comb yet, but yeah, I got this done. And my hands are so swollen that I just couldn't crochet anymore. Hence why this is happening. So I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed that my hands are just, I don't know what's going on with them. I wore this most of yesterday as well, and just nothing seems to help, if I'm honest. I think I'm going to give it a break for today. I do still need to do a couple more signs for the market, and I also need to figure out how I'm going to display these stitch markers. But unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to crochet anymore before the market, because as I said, today is Friday and the market is on Sunday, and it is just not worth pushing myself. I do have more than enough stock. I am literally just adding to the items that I only have one or two of. It's not super important that I get all of this done, and it is literally just not worth it. I'm also in the middle of pattern testing, so I really need this to heal enough that I can finish that. That is going to be my main priority. So today I am going to send off these eyes. I am probably going to just finish the cockatoo because it literally is going to take me 2 minutes. I'm going to go sort out all my market stuff. I need to count my inventory and go through that, and then yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make anything before the market, so you either may see me making something, or I've just made something, or we will be going through my inventory. Tell me why I severely underestimated how many plushies I have for this market. I literally guessed that I had about 100. I don't know what I was thinking, because I have ended up with almost double that. And we are now going to go through every single plushie that I will be bringing to the market. I haven't added any plushies since I last talked to you guys. My hand, as you can see, is just absolutely not having it at the moment. So I have just been resting. And after going through my inventory and sorting out how much of everything I have, I am happy that I am stopping, because I have more than enough. A couple of things to note as we get into my inventory is, number one, I am still Australian. Who could have thought it? My pricing is in AUD, however, I always convert to USD for you guys to try and make it a little bit easier for everybody. And number two, as always, pricing is so personal. You might think that my things are expensive or too cheap, and that's okay. It is what works for me, where I am, and yeah, it always changes. I'm always changing my pricing depending on the market or how things are going, really. But this pricing is what works for me. It works for my area and the people who come and purchase things off me. So yeah, just to keep in mind, keep in your noggin as I'm talking about my pricing. Now let's get into everything that I will be bringing to my market tomorrow. First up, we have 7 whale keychains. They will be $12 each, and we have a mix of these blues. We have 1 pickle on a keychain, and he will be $15. 1 boba tea, also for $15. 5 frogs on keychains for $12 each. We have 5 flockers on keychains. We have a magpie, a chicken, and a flamingo, with obviously duplicates of, I think, the chick and the flamingo. 2 bees for $12 each. A frog and a bear keychain for $15 each. Moving out of keychains, we have 4 scrunchies for $6 each. 10 Kirby's for $15 each. 6 sitting frogs for $15 each. 1 big chicken for $30. We have 17 of my regular chickens for $18 each. We have white and brown, black, pink, and blue. We have 1 very lonely axolotl for $20. I really wish I could have restocked these guys, but I just simply couldn't. So We have one special little axolotl. We have 2 dragons for $28 each. We have 5 of my pocket puppies for $15 each. It will be my very first time taking these guys out into the world. I'm super excited to see how they go. We also have one that I made in blanket yarn and he will be $20. 2 bees for $23 each. 6 rats for $30 each. 4 mini octos for $20 each. We have rainbow, a series of brown, blues, and blue and green. We have 3 bunnies for $18 each. We have a blue, a purple, and a brown. We have 1 Tassie Devil for $25. 2 kookaburras for $25 each. We have 5 Junimos in these colors, which will be green, blue, and purple for $30 each. We have 11 loaf kitties for $25 each. We have duplicates of some colors, but we have rainbow and pink. These white and patchwork brown kitties, a black and ginger kitty, and 2 different shades of pink and purples kitties. We have 1 big loaf kitty for $30. 4 leggy froggies for $25 each. 4 drift the octopus for $30 each. We have a green, a blue-green, and an orange. We have 3 Nigel the frogs for $25 each. We have this dark green and a light green. 2 of these puppies for $50 each. And 1 fox for $50. We have 1 lonely market bag for $48. We have 1 regular sized Totoro for $30 and 1 large Totoro for $45. We have 3 pigeons for $20 each, and we have 1 bold cockatoo for $20 as well. I promise he will have a yellow comb by the time I go to the market tomorrow. We'll actually set him aside so I don't forget to do that. 3 little chicks for $15 each. 1 emu for $25. My 3 forest guardians for $95 each. My Blastoise for $190. 1 squirrel for $80. A red and a pink panda for $60 each. 1 bilby for $55. 3 capybaras for $35 each. 1 strawberry pillow for $50. 1 strawberry turtle for $180. And last but not least, we have 39 stitch markers, and they will be for $5 each. I know I said earlier I would show you all of them right now, but they are all in a bag and I actually need to get going. So I promise I will show you all of them, but just not right now. That brings our total count to 181 plushies / stitch markers. And I will put the total amount on the screen because I still need to make some pricing adjustments in my little spreadsheet here. But 181 or even like 140, 150 without the stitch markers is way more than I thought that I was going to have for this market. It makes me feel so much better that I literally can't crochet right now. I do feel a bit bad, you know, just having the 1 axolotl, but it is what it is. I can only do what I can only do, and it's just not worth hurting my hand even more for the sake of making some things that may not even sell. And then, you know, all for what? The only crochet I will be doing before the market is finishing that cockatoo, which once again, he will be the only cockatoo, but it is what it is. Right now, it is about 12 o'clock and we are actually going to go get some lunch and then we are going to head to Floriade. I don't think I've ever shown you guys Floriade. I've only been once, which was the first year that we moved here a couple years ago, but it is like this big flower tulip festival, I guess, that they have here every spring. And we thought it would be fun to check out because why not? So we are going to go do that tonight. I do need to adjust these prices and then go in my square reader, make sure that's all good, pack everything up and get it into the car ready to start tomorrow. Tomorrow is a 9:30 start and I think you need to be set up by 9. I will probably try and get there just before 8, but we will see how it goes. For now, I might take some footage of Floriade. I may not. We will see how it goes. It is a beautiful day, so I am super excited to get in the sun. Good morning and happy market morning. It is like 7 a.m. I think at the moment. First things first, I did get the cockatoo all finished with his little comb. He's not bald anymore, which amazing. We love, he's so cute. All I need to do this morning is put everything in the car still. I need to make a very much needed coffee. And then I think we will be on our way. I'm not going to be bringing any crochet because my hand is still inflamed. That's pretty much all we need to do. I have these 3 bags here, but I did remember last night that I didn't get any racks out, and I actually have no idea how many racks I will need, so I need to do that too. But I'm gonna get all of this in the car, and then we are going to head over to the market. I forgot to mention that I'm wearing my new shirt to this market. I am so excited to bring her along. For the first time wearing this shirt, I obviously had to match my little ghost. So he's got his little orange beanie and I've got mine. Okay, now we will go head to the market. It is 9:30 and the market just opened, so there are a few people walking around. I have everything set up, which I just showed you. It's looking good. I did end up having to spread out amongst like 2.5 stall spaces, but I think I did well with what I've got, so fingers crossed it goes well.
You haven't got a mini fox, have you?
No, I haven't never made mini foxes actually.
Thank you.
Morning.
We're just looking at money.
Double checking.
Can we get that one?
Yeah, of course. Would you like a little bag for it?
Yes, please.
Yeah. And was that one cash or card?
Card, thank you.
Sure thing. They're all so different.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Blue chicken.
The Stardew Valley chicken.
Yeah.
Some people don't get the reference and they're like, why are you making blue chicken?
Because
Because.
only the best game.
The iconic
ever.
chicken.
Yeah, it's iconic.
You're really talented.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Wow.
Oh, I know. Everything's amazing.
Oh, you already spent your money. It's so I fully support. Love that you can do this.
Thank you.
Wish I could. I can crochet lots of things, but I can't get the stitches right.
Yeah, right. I
Yeah.
can't do clothing. So.
Oh, cool. We should talk.
We can team up.
Yeah, because like everywhere she comes, she's always like, make this for me, and I'm like, I can't. My brain doesn't work.
Also, you
So,
say
but-
you can make these, but
Yeah.
Whereas I see a shirt I really like and I'm like,
Oh.
Mama.
can I be bothered to learn how to do it? Not really.
I'll look you up when we come back. You're a tiny size. Mental note.
Why do I have to be broke? Look at chicken. Did you make all these?
I did, yeah.
I can barely make a strand.
I can make a circle. A sphere?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I have one next to my bed. I also made
And
an
orange.
elongated one, so it's a pickle.
Alex.
With a pickle pillow.
It's very small though, so it's just on my bedside table.
Yeah, nice.
It's my little pickle.
I love that.
Mia, your worst fear. We once went traveling and we were in the water, and then all of a sudden we felt something on her feet. She looked down. It was an octopus.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the way they like suction onto things too. Oh no.
Yeah, she was
I
terrified.
ran out of the water and didn't go back in.
I was gonna say, catch me never going into the sea
Yeah,
again.
yeah, amazing. Oh my god, this reminds me of
pigeon.
Floyd, bro. Okay, we'll be back.
Alrighty, no.
Can I grab that one, please?
Of course, would you like a little bag for him?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Can I also have this little whale?
Yeah, of course you can.
What do you reckon to start with? One of the white ones. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Just chuck whichever in the bag.
Thank you.
Was that cash or card?
Card, please.
Sorry, sure. No, you're
Do you
fine.
want me to get it?
Thank you. 37.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Would you like a bag for it? Little bag for them? Yeah, sure.
Come over this way.
Were those ones cash or card? Cash, please. Sure thing. Perfect. And those ones are all yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
No worries. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you.
Hey,
Hi.
gang.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good. What is a stitch mark?
So if you crochet, it sort of marks the end of the round when you're working in a spiral, so you know how many rounds you've done.
Oh, right.
Yeah. No worries. Have a good day.
These are so clever.
Thank you so much.
Take my hat off. I crochet, but I haven't got patience with it.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
See, I can't make clothing.
I can just that I can do, but this, nah. Take my hat off. Oh my god.
Yeah, not your thing.
What was meant to be a sausage dog turned into a baby bonnet instead. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's like a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
You're okay with that one? Sure. And was that one cash or card? Card. Oh, really? Get it a little baby rat? I mean, why not? A little rat family. Perfect. Thank you so much. Have a good day. My camera is about to die, but it is like 1:30 now. It has been a pretty consistent day. I will show you the table before this dies. But yeah, pretty good day overall. I'm excited to go home because it is very much quieting down. We are back home now, and thank goodness for daylight savings because now I have an extra hour of daylight to film. Overall, the market went well. I haven't done this market since January, so I was very, very nervous about how it was going to go, but it went very well. I wish I had filmed more, but we didn't really have a rush at the start of the market. It stayed like pretty consistent throughout. I tried to film what I could, but then my camera started dying at around 12:30, so I thought it was best that I just show my table and not too much happened after I last saw you guys. I have gone through and gathered all of my results and I'm here to give them to you the same day of the market. Really a rare occurrence. I am just going to list what I sold because I honestly have too many different types of plushies to go through them one by one. Starting from the top, we sold 2 whales on keychains, 3 flockers on keychains, 1 scrunchie, 1 Kirby, 1 big chicken and 1 regular sized chicken, 1 dragon, 1 rat and 2 mini octos, 1 kookaburra, 1 Junimo and 3 loaf kitties, 2 leggy froggies, 2 Drift the octopus and 1 Nigel the frog. We sold 1 Totoro, we sold a cockatoo and 2 chicks with the little froggy hat. We sold out of capybaras, we sold all 3 of them, which I was so excited about. I did mistaken some of the pricing when I went through the inventory. I ended up putting the wrong signage in my market bag. Reminder to thoroughly go through everything before the market because this is the only time I didn't and I did miss a few things. The capybaras, I believe I said previously that they were $35, but I sold them for $30 today. And it was the same with the dragons. I believe I said 28 originally, but I sold them for 25, so I'm sorry about that. I will definitely be thoroughly checking everything from now on. But we sold out of them, which was really, really cool. I sold 1 of my stitch markers. I sold 1 of the little hanging cats. The last thing I sold was my Blastoise, my $190 Blastoise. My good fellow vendor friend Marnie, aka Dangly Doodads, really wanted the Blastoise and has talked to me about it at a few markets now. And she pulled the trigger and bought him, and I was so excited, a little sad, because I'm not gonna lie, I did make that plushie and I really wanted to keep him, but I honestly don't really have the space. So I sold him, and I am very happy that he's going home with her. And at least I know he's going to a very good home. She also did buy a dragon as well as like a little friend. That means altogether we ended up selling 32 plushies, meaning we made $819 total minus $100 and minus $115 fee, brought our total to $704. That's a super good market. I am honestly so happy with those numbers, especially because I couldn't crochet as much as I really wanted to. I am so glad that I ended up still having a really good day. I met so many lovely people. Ew, there's a bug on the floor. It's crawling at me, so I need to hurry up. Met so many amazing people, and I was so happy to be able to hang out with my vendor friends again, the ones that I don't get to see outside of Old Bus Depot markets, so that was really fun as well. I have applied for a couple of other just casual markets here in Canberra, so I'm excited to hear back from them and hopefully just try out some different markets. Especially coming into Christmas, I am trying to sort of get more markets organized, what's it called, like booked in, because I know that those spots are going to fill relatively quickly, but it's just very hard right now because I don't know how much I'm going to be able to crochet or when I can get back to crocheting again. I need to get rid of this bug. It's stressing me out and I can't think properly. I'm going to do the best that I can, but for now, that is where I'm going to leave today's video. Thank you for joining me at another market. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in this big wide world, and I hope I get to see you in the next video. Bye!
In a paradise, we can work it out.